Do you want to start with the questions, or it doesn't really matter?
Let's do this first.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what are your sensory language that you found? And what page if you put them?
Oh, I didn't put the pages.
Okay.
For the first one, I said, those are quotations, right?
Yeah.
I said, okay, with the quotations with them, I said, then we all climbed in and Willie drove us down the road in his stupid belching motorhome, and I heard Grandma laughing and Willie laughing.
And you did hearing? Yeah.
And also for that part, for the sensory language, I said hearing and sight, and I said this helps me understand the story more because I didn't really know anything about the motorhome before I read that part. Like, I didn't really know what it is, but then I kept reading, and like I was like, oh, it's like a kind of like, it's kind of like a campfire type thing.
Just like not necessarily on wheels.
Well, they're driving.
Oh.
So it's
okay.
it's like camping, but it's like camping, but more like a home type thing.
Okay. My first one was I stopped watching Rhea bounce and wait, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bounce and started watching Betty. That was on page 146. I said that was sight because in the sentence it says she was watching, which means like watching, like seeing.
Wasn't that when we were in class?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. And that just like kind of helps me visualize it because it's like saying like
Seeing
what they were doing, and it's not like they were just listening, they were watching, which is sight.
Every time I like picture best cut in my head, like I see her with long hair.
Yeah, so do I. I see it like down,
Like
yeah,
there.
down here, yeah,
Like my
yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. You can do your next one.
And then the second one,
Alyssa. She's at the nurse.
You waiting for it?
No, we already started. So now you're in our video.
Cool.
You're getting us off topic.
What?
Alright, go ahead.
and then in quotations again, I said, I'm Marcy. The first one said, period. She lifted up her hand and waved the bracelets jiggling around her arm. And then quotations again. And then I said this was also sight and hearing again because this shows me what Marcy is like, and like after I kept reading a little bit, it showed me what kind of things that she liked to do. And before this, I kind of like pictured in my mind that she was like a girly girl because she was wearing bracelets and she was like, oh hey, hi. And I was like,
Yeah. Like kind of bouncy-ish. I don't know. Like
the one who like gets along with everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so my second one was on page 130. And there were words before it, like,
Yeah,
but I didn't write the whole thing. I said, the sentence was, I still feel like I could use more nourishment. And I said,
I don't know how to say that class. That's her class name. What is that?
that's his nourishment.
Doesn't she have that one class name? Nutrients or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fine. I'm just calling it nutrients because they're talking about it.
And I said that was like touch, feel, or whatever. In the sentence it said, I still felt, which means like you're touching something, like you're physically like I'm holding this book and I can feel all the different pages.
Wait, let me see.
Like, you know, like, yeah.
I didn't know if you meant like I still felt bad about that.
Yeah.
I felt this piece of paper.
Yeah, like, it was like, actually, I don't know. I think that's what it is. Alright, go ahead.
Okay, for the dialogue, the second part, the dialogue part, mine's really long. This part, like, should I say?
can look at me. You can talk to the camera. You can look at your
For dialogue, like, we're supposed to, like, say a big event that happened that, like, caused something to happen really big in the plot or the story and stuff. And I said, with quotations, Sylvie will not be attending North Tendon Middle School. Mrs. Tasky said this statement was so surprising and terrible that I couldn't even believe it. Where is she going to go? My mother asked. I'm sending her south, Mrs. Tasky said. No, I said, you can't. Sylvie is my best friend, and she already has her classes. Plus, she has been assigned a locker. But Mrs. Pulaski didn't look like she was going to change her mind. She looked ticked off. I have called the principal. It's time.
I actually remember that part in the book because it kind of stood out to me. Yeah, because it was obviously very long, and you could tell that it. Go ahead.
That's one of the most, that's probably maybe the second biggest part because that's when they stopped being friends.
Yeah, that's when they figured out oh, we're not going to be friends anymore, we're going to stop talking, and that's when it all went down and everything. They just
I don't think we're far enough because Alyssa's really far into
yeah, that's how I think she understands it more.
I know because she told me things
but I feel like I miss if I read to
I feel like I miss the chapter
here, I feel like I miss the whole all these pages, but I've read them. I remember some parts, but not very distinct.
I remember almost all of it. I just think that I feel like I skipped a chapter on accident or something.
Yeah,
I missed out.
Because sometimes it doesn't completely make sense. If you read one part and then you turn the page and then read another one, it just kind of looks like it or sounds different. It doesn't really. I mean, it makes sense, but it's not
was her birthday?
I don't know.
Today or is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Well,
It's on the actual pie date itself.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything special?
and then for the second part of this, it's when how you have to explain why this is such a big part of the story. It said the conversation affected the story so much because all the beginning of the story, Jessica and Sylvia were talking about having the best school years together, but now that happened,
Does your mom know that
they
you
will.
want one?
They're not going to have a very good year because they're not going to be together.
Yes.
They're not going to be friends. They're probably going to be alone because how they were saying, I didn't put in there, but
Hey, at least your birthday's
all they hung out with was each other.
Yeah. And they even said in the book, I think Jessica said it, and she said that she didn't want to make friends, or she couldn't, or she didn't know how.
Yeah. But I think it's weird. So what page?
Mine, 203. Yeah.
How long has this been rolling?
8 minutes. What are we on?
Dialogue. Okay, so what I had was when they said, this was page 202 to 204, so it kind of went over because we ended at 202, but it continued. So it said meet Marcy. I need your advice. This is Jessica Lifter, and I'm very stressed out about cheerleading tryouts. Alice, whatever that says, was supposed to teach us intermediate tumbling today, but I learned basic yoga moves instead. And Marcy said, "Bummer, Alice is a tumbling genius." And I said and so on because there's more. If I pull it up,
I don't know what
read
that
is. Yeah. And then Marcy and Jessica were having a conversation about cheerleading because Jessica was nervous about tryouts because she wasn't very good at doing all the tricks and tumbling and stuff like that.
Just kidding.
Okay, I said. Okay, so Sylvie, get to it because if my mom finds me talking to you, I will be in big trouble. She's still force and friendship.
Totally see you.
I said, this reveals that the character Sylvie is being very rude, so you get to it. And, I don't want to get in trouble because of you. What did she say?
Yeah, that's weird.
Could be on
So I thought that was a big, like, just taking it like she's popular. Just taking it too far. That's my favorite
I know, that annoyed me. Like, she was like, how she was like, the first chapter they were talking about how
It's
much
a
they
bunch of
hated
drama,
the
you're
girl
right.
Mallory.
Yeah.
And now she's
And
friends
then
with
yeah,
her.
she becomes friends with her just because like she doesn't have a best friend, and so she goes to someone who she's not very
They
close
eventually
with.
find out that she's getting bullied and like she doesn't have friends like parents.
No, I don't know that part yet. Wait, what part did it end? Because I'm a little ahead. What part did 204 end?
204 was when they were talking about well, what I remember with that they were talking about was the tryouts.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Like,
I
how
where
she
I
was
am, they were
scared of-
talking about how where
She
I
packed
am.
her lunch in.
Yeah.
Where I
Like
am.
here.
Oh, that's where it is.
Okay, guys, next page. Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Use the first two chunks of reading to find two examples of figurative language to unpack and explore. I don't really get this.
You were
So-
you were supposed to find out like
Like if it like the metaphor, the simile,
simile,
Oh, yeah.
all that
idiom, like those.
Sylvie said, I love everything about North Titan School, I think it's called. Titan. I said, this shows that it's a high
She goes.
belief because she's exaggerating.
Wait.
What are you laughing about? Something about the story? Or what you just wrote down?
No, but it was that thing was coming again.
Wait, do you know what page that was?
Taking break.
You're still laughing about that?
Wait.
Yeah. As for Ethan, it would be more of a have one hand shooting the gun and the other one just running down the street.
What page?
Oh, if you get that, you better keep
I wrote
that in
my
a safe
page
spot.
numbers down today,
Oh,
like
it's hidden.
last night because I was like, well, that's probably better because then if you need to, you can refer back to it.
Good.
It's where I keep a few sweets because my brother keeps stealing all the stuff.
Ethan? Oh, yeah, that's how she's talking. Oh, she goes to Sal.
Sylvie
That was more of a surplus eater.
No. Sylvie goes to Sal.
Oh, and that's what
Oh, switch them around. Okay, so my first one, because it seemed like that's what they were suggesting, page 84, that's a simile. Because it has, it's supposed to have like or as, which makes it a simile, and it had like.
Things get rough and done. We're supposed to use as the guinea pig.
It's like saying it's like.
It's like something, it's, yeah, it's like,
Yeah. Down to
I guess.
I said Sylvie shook her elf ears, and I said this was a metaphor because it's she doesn't actually have elf ears. They're just saying that because
they look so pointy.
yeah. I guess they could
Like,
be
they're
a
just trying to, like-
I guess they could be a simile or a metaphor because I could say Sylvie shook her elf-like ears, and it's saying that they look like elf ears or a metaphor.
It's helping you like visualize what
I guess.
she looks like. So.
Okay, another one I had is kick all the cheerleaders wannabe butts, said Vestima. This shows that it's a hyperbole because she's exaggerating about beating the cheerleaders. But really she wants to like
13.
like win.
Finally gonna be in
Yeah,
the
Like
team.
give the team but not actually kick for both.
What do you say?
Yeah, because she wants to show everyone that she can do it, and she's not just like one of those people who's like doing it because
Yeah.
someone told her to or something. Okay, so my next one, there was words before it, and this is on page 202, and it was I thought could save my life. This didn't really make sense because this is what it said. I thought could save my life from turning into total crud.
At least you agree.
I said that's an idiom, but I don't really know. I can
I get it because it's an expression.
Yeah.
She's like expressing it.
yeah.
Shows feelings, I guess.
So that's personally why I thought that was. But then again, I don't know.
Is it suspenseful?
I said that's institution. Okay. You remember when Betty was talking to the girl Betty with the toe thing?
Telling her how bad middle school.
How, like she was like blah blah blah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
Not like Betty.
institution is a system. It will turn you into a potato.